Yo, what's going on, guys? So in the gameplay you guys are about to see, it's going to be a solo quads game, and I'm going to be talking you guys through how I position myself and make rotations to be able to consistently 1v4 teams. And of course, this type of stuff's going to help you even if you're playing quads with a full team, or even trios or solos, because if you're able to take on 4 people at once, then just having extra teammates is going to make it so much easier. I just prefer solo quads because it makes it harder on myself, which makes me a better player. Also in this gameplay, I'm going to be using the COD War MP5, which I think is the best close range gun in the game right now. I've tested out pretty much every close range weapon at this point, and I always come back to the COD War MP5. So I'm going to be showing you guys the class setup at the end of the video, so stick around for that. But getting into the gameplay, you guys see me going for the TV station chopper. As you guys know, choppers are going to be super important in solo quad since they help you outposition teams really easily. I would like to go hospital, but the hospital drop was a little bit of a stretch, so I just grabbed the TV chopper and I'm going to fly over there, and I end up getting this pick on the way there. So now I'm coming up to hospital, I see nothing's been touched, so I just land up top, and now I hear enemy dropping in, and I see his parachute. I saw him going towards the heli, so I grab a gun and now I go to look down on him, and I'm able to get him as he's getting in the chopper, and I see no one else here, so I'm just going to loot up and get money that way for a loadout. Now if hospital is contested, which it usually is, I generally just go to downtown and loot the rooftops. It's a super safe way to get a loadout, and it pretty much guarantees you'll be able to get a loadout without running into a team. So right now I'm flying to factory. I see some fighting over here, and I see a guy rotating to the left trying to go for a fight on somebody, so I'm going to be able to get out and shoot this guy in the back. Now this guy dips back to cover. He's still looking for another player, so he's not too focused on me, so I'm able to get shots on him. And now I just go for wallbang since I know this fence is super, you can shoot through it super easily. And I see his gun stick out, so I'm able to get him right there. So I didn't find anything else at factory, so I rotated over here to block to see if there was any loot for me to get a UAV. And I end up seeing this team at SOS, so I fly to the opposite building to try and get a pick before I push in. They're still focused on the other team, so I'm able to get this guy in the back and get one a little bit weak. Now I'm fine to push as well because I have a dead silence. And I already have one knocked, so I know it's at least a 3v1. Now I hear one fly off, he's under me. So I just play a corner to get a free pick on this guy. And I know there's at least 2 more. I hear him below me now, and I see him right there, and I peek out and get the kill. So after I come out on the roof, I look in the direction those guys were looking because they were so tunnel vision on me. So I'm sure they were looking at people, and surely enough I find a player. I wait for him to get well out into the open before I start shooting, and I'm able to get the free pick on him. So as I'm rotating, I'm looking for a buy station for UAV since I have a ton of money. But I end up hearing fighting to my left, and I see these guys are sniping. They're both looking at opposite directions. So I'm really tempted to go in for chops here. I get one, and I get 2. These guys clearly aren't the best players. And now I go in to get the full on this guy. I'm listening for audio right here to see if he has any teammates trying to back him up. Clear out the top, and I hear him crawling down, so I go for the full. And now right here I hear a parachute, so right now I'm thinking that someone's on my roof. So I'm waiting for someone to peek me, but now I hear him below me. I heard a door. And I get the kill on one, he's just sprinting like a maniac. And I get the other one. So as I'm rotating out, I see some players are on fire. They start shooting at me. So I go to get top fire. When I see this guy standing still, I'm going to have a nice head glitch right here. So I'm able to beam him. Now his buddy gets in a truck and tries to like save him. But eventually I just get that full. It was just a little time consuming. So after I got that kill at fire, a fire sale popped up. So I was able to get UAVs and a self-res. And now I see people behind me, but I also see people outside a zone. So I get to a spot where I have high ground and a bit of cover to where I can hold these guys out. So I see one's pushed up, and there's 2 a little further back. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what they give me, since they have to push in. I don't really have to do too much right now. Now I see one going far right. I wasn't able to get him since I was a little late in reacting. But there's still 2 in front of me. And I see that they're getting a little greedy. They're sniping at me. So I crouch down for a little bit, wait to peek. Now that zone's on him, I'm ADSing. And I get one, and I get the other one. So as you guys remember, when I was pulling up to that rooftop, there was people behind me in the zone, and I see them right there at the white building. So I go to get top police to try and get some shots on these guys. I reload my gun, I didn't really need to, it was kind of a waste of time. But we're able to get the shots on him. He makes it behind cover, so he's going to be able to res. Now I hear a door below me, which is pretty important. So I don't hear much footsteps, so I think I'm getting deadied. So I start ADS walking, so they can't hear me either. And they're both crouch walking, and the COD War MP5 just destroys them. So other than the COD War MP5 just ripping those guys, I won that gunfight because I was ADS walking instead of crouch walking. A lot of people don't know when you're ADS walking, you're also silent as if you were crouch walking, but you're also a little bit more mobile, you're a little bit faster, and you're also ready for the gunfight. So now I'm looking back towards this White House, since I never got my kill on the guy back here, so I'm guessing he either selfed or there's 2 more players back there and they res. So I see him hop out the window right there, and I saw he was moving left, so I ADS the left side, and I'm able to get the pick. So now we got more UAVs. Again, I'm in a spot where I have high ground, and I'm in a place where I can hold people out. So I see this guy, he's also going for holds, but I'm able to shoot him in the back since I have the superior position. Now I see a ATV coming in, I'm going to be able to hold them as well. I'm getting sniped at from my left, so I start spamming the jump button to just try and avoid that. And I see these guys, there's 2 glints, so I immediately just back off instead of challenging that. I know they have to eventually move, so I just rotate further up the hill. So I rotate more up the hill to a spot where I can hold them as they come in. So I see one right there. They play this pretty well, where one tries to rotate and the other one tries to shoot at me. But I'm able to try and isolate them eventually. I get some shots on him, and now I just gotta look for his teammate to get shots on him as well. The main thing with this is try to make it into one-on-ones instead of just taking 2 fights at once. So I see him, he's already rotated a little further. I get the armor break, so I know he's probably not going to peek, he's just going to be plating. So I get his teammate, and I get the knock on this guy as well.
You're a pussy.
Now here's probably the worst thing about solo quads, getting a bounty on you when you're in the middle of nowhere. So I'm getting bountied, I'm getting shot on the side, I got people on my left pushing me. So when you're pinched like this, you pretty much have to full send one side. So I full send this guy on my right. Luckily get that kill, and now I go to push him for the plates. That way I can get it into where they're more pushing me from one angle instead of me getting pinched. But now I'm getting shot further right as well, so they still have a lot of angles on me. So I kind of just have to juke. Just hope they miss all their shots. And when I see the glint like super far right, I just start panicking. I pull up my map. Yeah, these guys had a whole bunch of angles, so there wasn't really much I could do there. But it's alright since we got Gulag, and if you watch my Gulag video, you'll know how to play these pretty much perfectly. So I'm sitting on the head glitch. I see him with the snapshot and get him with the nade. So from that, I play more of an off angle, since I know he's pretty much 1 HP, and I get that kill. So I'm landing on my loadout, which actually landed in a super good spot for once. And I know based off of hundreds of games I've played in this end zone before, that there's going to be tons of people crowded around this area because people love these houses. So I'm kind of careful as I walk up to it. And I see this guy in front of me. I don't get the immediate knock because I had out the wrong gun for that situation. We end up getting him down there. And I full send him because I need his loot. And also he's probably going to have a self since there was a fire sale earlier. So I could just kind of have to assume that everyone has self. I go back because I didn't get the SMG ammo, which is pretty important right now. So I grab it and I'm good to go. I get out of there. I end up getting deady pushed. And I also saw people on the hill, so I quickly react, get back in the house, start plating up, since I know I'm probably going to be getting pushed by his teammates. So I'm peeking out this window. I saw a guy to my low left. I see him right there. I don't shoot just because I know I won't be able to get the knock. So I'm kind of waiting to see what he's going to do, see if he's going to run out into the open, go for the buy maybe. I stun check that, and now he knows I'm here, so he stuns me. So right now I'm just kind of waiting. I wait a couple seconds and then I stun. That way I'll get him as soon as he's on the stairs. And I deady push him. I try to flank, but his teammate was out in the field watching it. So I back up. And now really important here, I see fighting on my left. So immediately I just get out of here. I try and go to zone and I'll be able to hold these guys later. So I'm clearing out this roof. I hear fighting behind me. I see this guy right here. I get the kill on him. Now I'm looking for who is shooting at him. He starts shooting at me. So I know he's going to be out to my left right here. And we get him right there. So I'm scoping these guys down. I know I could put some shots down on this guy, but I'm not too confident in being able to get a knock right there. They start shooting me, so I pretty much have to start shooting back. I get the knock, and I know if I keep peeking this window, they're gonna just start pre-firing me and hitting me with all kinds of crazy movements. So I rotate a little bit, get a little bit more in front of them. And now I know these guys are really screwed since they're gonna have to rotate through the open. So they get a res on their buddy. And I'm just waiting for them to run through the open. Here they go. Get one knock. Get two knocks. Go for the full on this guy. I see his buddy dropping in to go for, I don't know what he was doing, going for a res, I guess. But we're gonna be able to cut him off and get the kill. So I know he's gotta be close right somewhere. And we get him right there. So right now it's a one-on-one situation. I haven't heard any other gunfire since I got that last kill. So right now I'm just thinking he's behind one of these rocks. So I don't really know what to do. I'm just kind of playing my truck, trying to see where he's at. So I'm ADSing, looking around, checking my far left, even though I know he's probably not over there. I'm thinking he's behind the rock, and I end up seeing him right behind the wall. So I start plating. I only have 2 plates at this point. I shoot his Betty, and then he peeks immediately. And unfortunately, he hits the shot through flinch. There's not really much I can do right here. He just kind of hit the shot through flinch, so it's pretty unlucky. But anyways, we were able to get a really good game with this gun. It's super good. And if you guys enjoyed, if you guys learned something, please drop a like and a subscribe. It really helps me out a ton. And if there's something specific you guys want to see me talk about or give tips on, let me know in the comments. I've had a bunch of people ask about how to improve aim, so I'll probably be doing a video on that. But if you guys want to see something else, just let me know in the comments. I'm pretty much open to anything. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.